Yo, what's going on, y'all? This Combo Breaker 99 back with a little breakdown of Dmitry Bivol versus Isaac Chilemba. As you know, Dmitry Bivol, he's making his return against Isaac Chilemba on the same card with Sergey Kovalev. Bivol, he won his WBA title last year against Sullivan Barrera in a pretty dominating stoppage win, so now he's trying to come back on the same card to try to get that Sergey Kovalev fight that he wants. But before he does that, he's going to take on a common Kovalev opponent and a pretty slick boxer named Isaac Chilemba. As you know, Dmitry Bivol, he first hit the scene with a string of knockouts. You know, he's got that impressive hand speed and that really blistering power. I think he won his interim title in just like 7 fights, and a lot of the hardcore fans, they already wanted to see him match up against some of the top contenders and some of the top champions like Andre Ward, Adonis Stevenson, and Sergey Kovalev. And I can kind of agree with him, man, because I really feel like he's a fighter he has a different type of power than Sergey. It's a little bit more explosive. It comes off with more dead-on accuracy and that speed. You know, the way he throws in like a blistering combination. He's almost like a Pacquiao in the light heavyweight division, the way he throws those fast punches. We look at a guy like Isaac Chilemba. You know, he's a guy who's been in the game almost 13 years. He's faced different styles. He's seen more styles. You know, he's fought Kovalev, Alexander Gasic, Alito Alvarez, Tony Bellew like twice. So I definitely feel like he's the guy with the more experience, but he's definitely gonna have to show more mental power in this fight. And by mental power, I mean he has to level up. And by level up, I really mean that he has to be more than just a contender that gives a champion a hard fight if he actually wants to win. You know, he's gonna have to really take it in his hands and say, this is my next chance at a shot at the title. I gotta level up this time. You know, I can't just give a guy, you know, little spurts here and there in every round. You know, I gotta be consistent with it. And with that being said, let's kind of go into some of the little keys that each of the fighters have to do to try to pull out the win in this fight. For Isaac Chilemba, like I said, he has to be the slick guy. He has to be that guy that gave Kovalev trouble in rounds, but he has to be that guy all 12 rounds. You know, he can't let up at all against a guy like Dmitry Bivol, who's, you know, just too fast, too powerful, too strong, too hungry right now. You know, he has to be able to time that speed of Bivol. He has to keep his head moving to avoid those combinations of Bivol. And when you look at a guy like Bivol, he actually looks a little bit smaller for a guy in the light heavyweight division. So Chilemba, I really feel like he has to use strength in this fight. You know, put some strength on him, get in the clinches to try to slow the pace down of the fight. You know, you want to slow down a guy with hand speed like Dmitry Bivol. Slow him down, because if Bivol stays on the outside, I think he'll get picked apart. And for a guy like Dmitry Bivol, he's really well conditioned. He's able to throw a lot of punches for 12 rounds. You know, we saw that in the Sullivan Barrera fight. So if he kind of stays on the outside and doesn't try to move his head and kind of clinch up a little bit to get in his own shots, Bivol will be able to pick him apart with the hand speed from the outside. And let's look at Dmitry Bivol. Well, for him, I really feel like Dmitry, he has to make his power known early. Get off at the same pace that he did with Sullivan Barrera. Because whereas Barrera was durable to take those heavy shots, I don't think that Isaac Chilemba can withstand the power as long as Barrera did. So Bivol, I feel like he should go downstairs early, try to take away the legs of Chilemba. You know, if he tries to go on the back foot, you know, you want to put that pressure on him. Go ahead and take away his legs early so he can, you know, just pick him apart, get him to stand still, pick him apart, go upstairs and downstairs early. Because then after that, I think if he can time Chilemba's slickness, he can get those shots off on his chin and maybe get him out of there in like the mid rounds, I think. And I think if you let Chilemba get into a rhythm early, he can kind of throw you off with that kind of offbeat style. So if Dmitry Bivol is able to get his own punches off, he can kind of intimidate him with his power early. So playing out, I probably have to say I see the fresher Dmitry Bivol controlling the early part of the fight with the quick combinations and maybe scoring a few knockdowns early, catching Chilemba on the chin. You know, I think if he's able to catch him with some good flush shots, he might get some flash knockdowns in there. So leading into the second half of the fight, I think it might be a little bit too overwhelming for Chilemba. And if he can't get into his rhythm, I see him getting picked apart. And then I could just see the ref or the corner maybe stopping it around like round 7 or 8. But yeah, that's my call on this one, man. I think it's going to be a good entertaining fight for as long as it lasts. But I think Dmitry Bivol right now, he's just riding that momentum train right now. And he's really going for that Sergey Kovalev fight. So he wants to make this quick title defense. He wants to go into a unification fight. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section about this fight. And I'll be back with the Kovalev Alvarez breakdown right after this video. So make sure y'all subscribe. Peace.